evening, everyone, and welcome to another meeting of the Inkster City Council. Today is May the 16th, 2022, and the time is now 7:25 p.m. Before we get the meeting started, we're going to open up with prayer, but before prayer, we'll have a moment of silence for one of our residents that passed away. DeCarlos Hooker is the son of one of our employees that's worked with DPW for over 25 years, Don Hooker. Moment of silence and then prayer by Reverend Williams. Moment of silence, please. Thank you. Prayer, sir?
Let us pray. Father God, we come no other way but giving thanksgiving to our hearts. Father, we just love you and can't get along without you. Father, as we conduct the business of the city of Inkster, the city of love, we ask that you come into the midst and let we do everything decent and in order. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Let us all rise for pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please, City Clerk.
Yes. For the record, Mayor Wimberly,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Howard,
Here.
Councilman Williams,
Here.
Councilwoman Washington,
Here.
Councilwoman Watley,
Present.
Councilman Chisholm,
Here.
and Councilman Shaw is excused. You have five
All right.
available and a quorum.
So we do have a quorum. It would be 6 of us. All right. Moving into approval of the agenda.
So move.
Is there support?
Support.
All right. Discussion item E. Please remove City Clerk from the agenda for tonight. Item E. And if you would be so kind to add under presentations, DPW, Superintendent Joyce.
You said E?
E will be removed, yes, sir, for the record. And we're gonna add under presentations, DPW Superintendent Joyce.
That's gonna become E?
No, that'll be under presentations. Yes, sir. Anything else? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it, motion carries. All right, before we get off into the presentations for this evening, Mr. Joyce, could you please? You'll start us off, thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, and our
Good evening.
Facebook viewers. My name is Latoria. I'm here on behalf of the City of Inkster and the Department of Public Service. I have some flyers that I'm going to leave tonight. I'm just going to briefly read the flyer. It says, Department of Public Service has an abundance of free, clean dirt. It's not topsoil, it's dirt. For Inkster residents only. If you are interested in getting dirt, below is what you need to do. Where you're going to come? You're going to come to Department of Public Service at 26900 Princeton. What? You have to show your ID. So you have to be a resident of Inkster. So show your ID. Once you come there, on a Tuesday or a Friday are the only days we're giving it away. Tuesday and Friday. So between the times of 10 and 2. Tuesday and Friday between the times of 10 and 2. You come to DPS with your ID and we will send you to our dump site to pick it up. So we will load it for you. We have a backhoe that'll pick it up and load it in your truck. We will not deliver. We can't deliver. But you can come and get it as much as you want. We have an abundance of it. So there's no reason for everybody to fly over there tomorrow because we have enough of it. And when that's gone, we got more of this coming. It's clean dirt. So for the people who houses I've been to that are having problems with their backyards not being level and it's standing water back there. And they've been saying it's gonna take a lot of dirt to fill it up. We got dirt for you. We got more than enough dirt. So as long as you have somebody to haul it away, you can come and get the dirt. So you must have your vehicle. And why are we doing this? Why? Why are we doing this? We are taking the opportunity to help the community and continue to make Inkster clean, safe, and accessible. So it's free dirt again on Tuesdays and Thursdays between the times of Tuesdays and Friday,
10 to 2.
10 to 2. Come to DPS with your ID and we will direct you to where you need to go. We don't want a long line, so everybody don't have to come all at one time. It's enough dirt. We'll be doing it all year probably, all summer long, probably all winter, so no need to rush. That's it. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Definitely, the room is looking beautiful.
Good.
Beautiful, and I know majority in red. We're getting off into our next presentation. As the chair, I am honored to have you all with us this evening. Inkster Alumni Chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So please come forth with your presentation. And please state your name for the record as we welcome you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem Howard, and distinguished members of the Inkster City Council. My name is Vivian L. Kirkland, and it is my distinct honor to bring greetings on behalf of the 134 members of the Inkster Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And as you noticed, I do have a few of my chapter sorors present with me today. But before I go on, I cannot move forward without acknowledging that I also have my husband who is here in support as well. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was founded on January 13th, 1913 at Howard University in Washington, D.C. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is a private, not-for-profit organization whose purpose is to provide assistance and support through established programs in local communities throughout the world. The organization is a sisterhood of predominantly Black, college-educated women. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is a public service organization founded on Christian principles with the emphasis on sisterhood, scholarship, service, and social action. Since its founding, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated has continued thoughtful service to and conscientious leadership in communities throughout the United States and around the world. The legacy of the 22 founders has lasted 109 years and counting, via programs in diverse fields relating to public service and the organization's 5-point programmatic thrust: economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness and involvement. The Inkster Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was chartered by 19 pioneering women on December 19, 1959. We celebrated our 62nd anniversary in 2021. A few of the charter members are still active with the chapter to this day. During its early years, the chapter quickly earned a reputation for its innovative programming and generosity. The members of the Inkster Alumni Chapter have continued to implement programs and projects that have significantly benefited residents in the city of Inkster and others in our service area, continuing the legacy of our charter members. May Week is a national program of the sorority that was created at the Second National Convention in 1920 at Wilberforce University. This week in May Week was set aside for programs to highlight academic and professional achievements, emphasizing the importance of higher education in the community, especially for Black women. Our theme for May Week 2022 is elevating, enhancing, and empowering the women in our communities. Delta Sigma Theta has been committed to service through social action since its founding in 1913. Our 22 founders participated in the suffrage march of 1913, just 2 months after establishing the sorority. And our members have been at the forefront of social and political struggles ever since. The National Social Action Commission was officially established in 1963 to provide information and direction to the membership on current civil rights issues. In 1989, the National Social Action Commission instituted Delta Days in the nation's capital, an annual legislative conference held in Washington, D.C., to increase members' involvement in the national public policy making process. The conference includes legislative briefings, issue forums, and advocacy skills development. In 2004, the sorority implemented annual Delta Days at the United Nations to educate and raise awareness of global issues on the international policy level. The Inkster Alumni Chapter participates in Delta Days at the state capitol that was held in Lansing, Michigan just last week. It is a biennial conference where members engage with elected officials and promote awareness of the important legislative issues impacting our communities. Following the vision of our founders and charter members, it is of the utmost importance that the Inkster Alumni Chapter plays an active role in social issues that affect our community on the local level, specifically within the city of Inkster. Thus, we are here today for Delta Days at City Hall, here in the city of Inkster, in conjunction with May Week. On behalf of the Inkster Alumni Chapter, I would like to state our position regarding the lack of school district in the city of Inkster. Inkster Public School District was one of 2 Michigan districts dissolved during the summer of 2013. This occurred after lawmakers enacted legislation allowing small insolvent districts to be dissolved if they met certain criteria. At that time, the Inkster School District was dissolved. There was a $15 million deficit. For the past 9 years, Inkster families have sent their children to 4 different school districts. While there are charter schools in the area, there are no public schools available within the city of Inkster. Studies have shown that there are many benefits to a public school system, such as a greater sense of community, a greater commitment to the students, greater diversity amongst the student body, and greater stability. Creating a school district that will function along with the existing charter schools generates more choices for Inkster families. The members of the Inkster Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated are committed to supporting the Inkster elected officials in the reestablishment of an Inkster public school district. Additionally, we are committed to supporting any endeavors that would benefit Inkster families that align with our 5-point programmatic thrust. Thank you again, Mayor Wimberly, Pro Tem Howard, and the members of the Inkster City Council for allowing the ladies of the Inkster Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated to have a few minutes of your time, and we look further forward to furthering our conversation. Thank you.
Wow. All right, so we do have a resolution for you, and the resolution actually says everything that you just said. So there's no sense for us repeating that. But whereas the power invested in me with this great body and all of us sitting here, we would love to present you with this resolution. And I think we talked about a possible picture, guys. I know that they asked for us to do a picture. You guys ready to do that now? You want to do a photo? Take a photo now with the group, or you guys? Or you want to have the group come and stand before the body, and then we take a picture that way? I know that it was asked for us to do that, so I want to make sure that we accommodate that.
All right, well, thank you.
We're on TV already.
Come on
So
up.
you guys want to come on? Come on up. You guys come on up, and then our body will stand, and then we'll have Troy take the picture. Troy, come on out, please. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. There you are. You guys can just come on the back end and then kind of oval threes. That way, yep.
Okay.
And then you got some space that way. Camera.
So what do we need to do? Get closer or
Yeah.
us?
Hey Troy, just direct them on what you want them to do quickly, please. What you want us to do? You guys will come on, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Thank you, Mayor.
We don't want to be in front of them.
Mr. Mayor, can I interrupt, please? If you would oblige me and come this direction. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Good?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, no problem. Oh, yeah. It's that new one that should work. It's the new one that should work. Thank you guys so much. 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 Thank you. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I know you're in a rush, but I'd like to say
Sure. Councilman, you got most of you guys before you leave. Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Council,
I just want to say this. I'm glad to see you Deltas. Okay. I've been running a youth ministry since 1987. And some of y'all probably know Dr. Noah Martin. Dr. Noah Martin, okay, was the person, and also another AKA favorite, another Delta favorite. Out of that. You already jumped on me one time about that, but let me say this. Also, my spiritual advisor in there for years to the day she passed away was Dr. Thelma McCullough. Dr. Thelma McCullough was the one, and Noah Martin was the one that helped me. I'm the founder and CEO of the National Christian Action Disadvantaged Youth in this community. We've been operating since 1987. And I just like to thank your organization and all of the people from the Delta. Even when I was president of the school board, it was a lot of the Deltas that helped me be successful. I wasn't the one that bankrupted the school system, so I ran a tight ship. And I just want to say that. And I love you all, and just keep doing the work that you're doing. God bless you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you guys. All right, I know you guys are leaving, but I would be remiss if the chair didn't recognize the Honorable Judge Braxton. Is here with us. That's my friend and my partner. We got some stuff we're working on, so I'm
Get that mask on.
excited.
I didn't know what you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening. All right, good. Thank you all. Thank you guys. Thank you.
I'm gonna give you a call, okay? I'm gonna give you a call, okay? I'm gonna call you. Okay. Okay.
No, you're welcome. All right.
That was nice. I can get out of here early.
Hey, sir. Yes. Real quick. All right, jumping right off into consent agenda.
So move.
Your support?
What?
Moved and properly supported. We've been having some discussion on consent, but we're all good. All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Nay.
No.
Roll call, please. City Clerk?
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilwoman Washington. Councilwoman Wadley,
Nay.
Councilman Chisholm,
Nay.
Councilman Shaw is not present, so Mayor Pro Tem Howard.
Yes.
All right, motion
Yes.
passes. Getting off in the boards and commissions. Do we have any going around,
Mr. Mayor,
please?
I had a candidate for Parks and Recs, but she never got back to the city clerk.
Okay.
So I'm offering if anybody that's in District 5 that would like to serve on Parks and Recs to give the city clerk a call or give me a call.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, anyone else? All right. Hearing none, moving right along. New business. City Clerk, please.
9A is Police Chief is asking for authorization for the Inkster Police Department to execute a public auction on June 4th, 2022, selling surplus vehicles as well as forfeited vehicles that have been titled to the city of Inkster prior to the date of auction. All funds generated to be turned over to the city treasurer on the next business day following the auction.
What's your pleasure?
So move.
Support.
Moved and properly supported. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have a motion carried. Item B.
Item B is to authorize the city of Inkster's administration to change the name of Westwood Park to Commissioner Tony T. Bailey Park and hold a ceremony on Sunday, August 14th, 2022 to honor Commissioner Bailey's memory and commemorate the name change.
So move.
Support for discussion.
Discussion?
Yes. What time would that be at, or do we know it? Do we know yet?
We don't.
I think it was after after the approval, then he would make the flyer and all that good stuff.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I'm there. That park is in my district. I see it's on a Sunday though, but still, I just wanted to make sure. And that's all I have.
Okay. Anyone else? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it, motion carries.
Item 9C is our consider authorizing the Director of DPS to make application to the Wayne County Department of Public Services for a permit to maintain the stormwater management system in accordance with the drawing attached as Exhibit A, the terms of long-term maintenance plan attached as Exhibit B, the Wayne County Stormwater Ordinance and Administrative Rules, and a resolution from the local municipality to maintain the stormwater management systems and its facilities.
What's your pleasure?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Support.
Moved and properly supported. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it, motion carries. Item D, please.
Item D is to consider authorizing the administration to establish a fee schedule for public property excavation permits pursuant to Code of Ordinance 97.045-97.051.
Pleasure.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Support.
Support.
Been moved and properly supported. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any nays? Ayes have it, motion carries. All right, moving right along. Public comment. We have a few. And let's see here. Aaron Sims, I believe. is in first.
Yes.
Mr. Sims, please. State your name for the record. You have 3 minutes.
Good day, Mayor and Council.
Evening.
This past week was a great week. As I was up in Holly for the Michigan National Preservation Conference, and learned a lot of things that's going on in the state of Michigan about preserving history. As we all know, Inkster has a story to tell as well, and a good story to tell as well, just about the history that we do have. So I came here today to find out if we do have like a historical commission, and if not, I was wondering, is it possible that Project We Hope, Dream, and Believe could chair that, the preservation of history for the city of Inkster?
Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Sims. Of course, we do have a historical commission. Because of COVID, I know a lot of the boards and commissions are kind of just starting back up and gearing back up. Let's just take a look at the Inkster Historical Commission. There's some expired slots there, and they are representative by district. I see one of the expired slots is Ruthie Williams that's here in the audience with us, and also Gabe Henderson is on that board. So we do have a few vacants. Actually look like the only one that's still relevant is Roosevelt Stubbs out of District 1, and his is up July 2022.
Is it expired?
It will be, but he's the only one that's
That's my
Mr.
district.
Bond is the,
say here.
Bond.
Chris
Mr.
Bond.
Bond is the only one, him and.
Where you got her at?
Three.
Chris Bond. Oh, the last one. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
pay attention.
she's the only
Okay.
two.
Yeah.
In District 3.
So you got two of those, but it looked like she's not represented by a district by her name. I'm assuming you have 6, and then you have
7 members.
3 more members, because Gabe is not by a district, look like. Yep. So we'll definitely, again, it's by district. It look like we have,
Well, Gabe Henderson would be in District 2, correct?
well, he could be.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
He could be. But it sounds like Mr. Sims want to get that reactivated and going. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
Okay.
So what we'll do is come back at our next meeting, and we know that Mr. Sims, of course, will be one of those candidates, and those other candidates should in turn talk with each council person here, because they have to be in their district, from what this is saying to me. Outside of, look like Gabe are going to 2, so you have 1, 2, look like you have 3 slots that are open floor.
Is this going to be in conjunction with the Historical Society?
You have a historical society, where's that at?
Well, I know that the library has a Historical Society.
Well,
I
according
don't think it serves as a commission. You may want to check with them.
Well, not necessarily, because according to charter, these are the ones that's chartered in in our
Because
capacity.
it was
what we would
something that
oversee.
was just started within the last several years. I'm
You know,
just
the Eastern
saying,
Historical
you
Commission?
can check, because maybe these people can add to the group or
Yeah.
whatever.
Gotcha. Well, let me just say this. According to what we have, it says here that you have 2-year terms, 7 members, and state law and ordinance 196.
And that's for a historical
This is
society?
for the Inkster Historical Commission. It's governed by this body. It's in your packet.
Well, something to look at.
Page, what is this, 7?
417.
4, page 4. So that would just be in addition to, if we talk about the library, and I know that one of the library commissioners are here, and she serves on the commission of this commission, library, historical commission. You want to stand, speak? Ruth Williams?
We don't have a historical commission at the library. We have a historical room. We have a lot of historical stuff, and that's all the parts we got at the library. We don't have a commission.
Okay. Well, I see 2 members of the Eastern Historical Commission, so we want to start that back up. Sound like Mr. Sims is excited about it.
Tell me who you got on there.
Right now you have Roosevelt Stubbs, Rhonda Littles, Ruthie Williams, June Liddell, George Mitchell, Gabe Henderson, and Krisha Bond Johnson. And I think Krisha was actually my appointment when I came into office, I believe, if I can recall. It sounds like you should be meeting 3rd Saturday of each month at 10:30 a.m. at the library in the study room. It actually says it right here. So we just need to get active. So it's out into the general public. If you want to serve, you know how to go about serving. At the same time, we know that Mr. Sims, we're going to get you serving on that.
Mr. Chair, can I ask him, Mr. Sims, a
Go ahead,
question?
please, Mr. Sims.
If you have anybody that's been working with you that's in my district, that would like to serve, that's been working with you, just let me know. 'Cause, I mean, you may have somebody that's been working with you, and I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna call some of my constituents to ask them.
Well, we're open. We're open for anybody to come out. And just real quick, on May 19th, if you guys want to stop out on May 19th at 9:00, Wayne State Historical Preservation will be out there. They're going to do a pre-archaeology dig to find out about all the pipelines and everything. Take a few soil samples because we're going to prepare for the archaeology dig to happen in July. So we'll be sending out a press release with Wayne State, and it will be open to the city to be trained. You'll be able to get trained to come over and do archaeology dig around the house as well.
Okay, so will that be televised? Because
Yeah, so
Yeah,
with
get it
Wayne
on
State,
Zoom.
yeah, so with Wayne State, we're actually going to do the press release with Wayne State.
okay,
And so not on the 19th, because the 19th will be Malcolm X's birthday. So they just want to do like a small little, like dig and just meet people that come out to the house
okay,
and just explain to them what's about to happen, what's going to go
okay. All right, thank you.
on. May 19th at 9:00 a.m.
Yeah, and if I could just add to it, I know that the city of Inkster, we didn't directly receive a grant, but the state of Michigan has formed a coalition of historians to come out and assess the land here in the city of Inkster and document the history of homes in the city of Inkster between 1920 and 1970.
They
believe
was
it is.
actually there as well.
Yep.
I got a chance to sit down and meet with them.
Okay. They will be here with me on May the 25th at the library.
Okay.
At 10 a.m.
Okay.
And that's open to everybody. So we want you to come out. It's actually posted here. We got flyers here at City Hall.
What date is that, Mr. Mayor? Repeat it.
It's May the 25th. Yeah, May the 25th at Inkster Library.
And as far as that go, we should be starting construction probably around August. So all of the paperwork was submitted to Washington D.C. And now they're finalizing all of the architect drawings. So they kind of like sped up the process. So we're looking at August, but it might be before August for construction to start. As well, we're also get the word out that we want Inkster workers to work on the house. So they could just get in contact with us and their bid in for the contract as well.
And then you guys did purchase the property right next door to the,
We actually own the whole block.
right, so
So we
you guys
bought.
have plans for the build out there, or what are you guys doing? I know you were talking about working with the University of Michigan at one
Yeah,
point in time.
so yeah, we're going to put that in the next grant that we're going to write.
Okay, next phase.
That's the next phase once the house is complete.
Okay,
And we want to complete the house first before we move on to that part.
okay, all right. So yeah, so we just want to just continue being part of the process. So we want to make sure that we definitely right there with you hand in hand, as it relates to just any acts, especially on that level, for the state level. So we can make sure that we, put a stamp on it with you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Councilman.
I had a question.
Please go ahead.
You indicated you soon will have the architect drawings.
No, we already have them.
You already have them? Okay, that includes the other lots or just the house?
So there's nothing being done on the other lots. We just purchased the lots from you guys, and then we purchased the lots from the Michigan Bank Land Authority as well.
Okay, so what you have now, just the architects of the house?
Hmm.
Now, you have the architects of the house, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we have our own architect person that came out. He's on our board, so he came out, did all of the architect drawings, and
You guys are working with the planning department in the city, correct?
no. Once everything comes back from DC,
Okay.
then we'll be ready to come in and meet with you guys.
Okay.
To let you guys know what's going on as well.
Okay. Let us know so we can stay on top of that, so you won't have too much red tape to deal with. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Randy Davis. I'm sorry, Randa. I'm sorry, Randa. I apologize.
It's okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello, Mayor, City Council.
Oh,
Well, this was before DPW came up and made their announcement, but I'll go ahead and go through my complaint. I want this to be a formal verbal, and I also have a written one to present to you, Mr. Mayor. The residents who live on the street of Penn, on the north side between Bayham and John Daly, we have a field that's adjacent to our backyards that has a low-lying area that has been flooded for years. It does not dry up. The water remains. At times it's very deep. At other times it's not as deep, it's murky. But it now is an environmental and health concern. We cannot enjoy our property. We cannot sit outside. The mosquitoes are horrendous, and they have already hatched. So we need something done for that purpose as well. We have coyotes who come to drink the water. So our dogs have been attacked. We have to be very cautious when we go outside our patios and make sure they're not behind us. Most of us do not have fencing that go along that area because of the water. I brought in 30 truckloads of dirt before you guys had free dirt to elevate my property. And all it did was push the water further back from my property, but it's still there. There are snakes and mice and geese and ducks, and they have just invaded us in that area. And before, when I was younger, it used to dry up. But I guess with the climate change and because of the constant water that has stood down there, it's going nowhere. It's not going to dry up. And the only way we're going to get rid of it is someone be proactive and bring in some dirt or put a French drain in there. But that property is owned by someone. And it is actually a rental property house that's behind us that owns the house and all of that field behind us. They have never cut their grass. They have never kept up that property. The city has had to cut that lot around the water. They've gotten stuck in that area. We've had many tows, but I don't know if they've been charged or if they've been billed or not. But I think they should be held accountable. I don't think that I should have to keep paying to try to alleviate the water behind my property. I would love to be able to sit out, have people over, and enjoy my property again. So I did get a letter together to go over all of the things that we're dealing with. I did have the neighbors, some of the neighbors are out of town, but I did have them sign it as well. And I do have that. I did also present one to DPS Director Bivens. He already has one as well. But we would just really like some assistance. They have that free dirt, so I don't know if you guys can bring it in and or send something to that owner. Or if you allow me to have someone to come get it, you know, just let me know. We're just desperate at this point. We've got some issues over there with that property, and that water is really, really bad right now.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. If you could just give a little, excuse me.
I didn't get the location on that.
Go ahead.
I didn't get the
Well,
location.
hold on 1 second, so we'll be in order. Is she coming over to here? I know you had a question for her. Go ahead, Mayor Pro Tem.
I did speak with you last year, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Councilman Williams.
I was trying to find the location you're talking.
It's Penn Street, and it's off of Bayham, going towards John Daly.
The 23,
I'm at 26338.
26338.
So if you go,
Bayham.
basically, if you go up Bayham and you go, before you get to the corner, before you get to Penn, look to your right and you're gonna see this field behind it, and you'll see the water. You know, it's gonna look like a pond. But right now, because it's been saturated with water so long, the trees have died and they have started to fall. So you see some fallen trees. And right in the middle, like halfway down the block, that's where our electrical pole is. And the electrical pole is underwater.
Oh, wow.
We're on top of that. We'll be over there. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Gabe Henderson?
Good evening, family. Great to be with y'all always, you know, good folks and all that. And Gabe Henderson, beautification. Yeah, you know what, I'm angry. You know why I'm angry?
Why?
I work with the after school program with the youngsters, you know, and I try to get out there early. And as soon as I get here, I see all that beauty in red. You know, somebody should have told me they're going to be, because I could have cut the program short and all that, and I could have had a good time. Wait a minute, no, I could have had a nice, but anyway, but I still got a few beautiful ladies here. Man, all y'all.
Nice.
Well, okay, well, anyway, okay, yeah, beautification kickoff. Okay, we know it's going to start this Saturday. We're going to have a good get together at Booker Dozier Rec, 9 o'clock. And I'm trying to have a few little extra things. Normally we try to we'll have some water, probably some chips, and coffee, and a few drinks. Somebody asked me had such a drink. I said no. I talked, but anyway, we ain't had none of that strong stuff, But anyway, we're gonna have some nice stuff, some beverage and all that. Right. Well, I don't know about that, like that, but so I had all three of my shots and a booster shot, and I had a shot of Hennessy too, so I'm okay. But anyway, okay. The only thing I want to do, you're going to put a coffee pot, and with that outlet, I do check it from time to time. We got an outlet on the outside wall I want to check it and make sure. I want to try to keep some hot coffee going, It's going to be a little cool, I think. So I want to check that out. But anyway, we're going to have that kickoff, 9 o'clock, okay? 21st, Saturday and all that. And I hope to see your faces in the place, okay? And I think it'll be a beautiful event. I've been posting a few of these throughout the city and all that, and hope everybody come out, and hey, have a wang dang do all the time, okay? All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Reverend Williams said he's providing breakfast, so we'll all be there. Oh, I thought that, yeah.
You say you beat me there?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
No, I ain't gonna beat you there. All right.
You can't get up that early.
Oh, no, I'm always up there early.
No, not
Hey, number
early.
9 o'clock.
Hey, sweetheart. You doing okay?
You want to just get those to the clerk for us, and we can, that way she can distribute them.
Okay.
To us. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna do this probably. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No worries. We just have another person.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't want to get my. I think that's enough.
That should be more than enough. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
I got
you.
one. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate that.
All right, no worries. Tony Dunbar, representing the Honorable Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Mayor and Council. Just wanted to come and provide you guys with some updates from our office as well as from the Biden administration. So the first thing we wanted everybody to know is that the Capitol tours have begun, so you can put your request into our office for those tours. If you see yourself going to DTC in sometime soon, then by all means be able to give us a call and we'll put the request in. We did also want to advise that the Biden administration has medical debt relief from credit reports. I know it's not what everybody would like, but it's a step towards the right direction. And so we're just letting individuals know that, I'll put this down, that it'll cover unpaid debts less than a year old and or $500 and less. So that was just recently passed. Also, Social Security has, well, on a federal level, Social Security has rolled out a program to be able to have internet to become more affordable. So I do have information for that for individuals who are on Social Security and they're eligible. You can get internet as low as $30 a month. And we did want to let our residents and citizens know particularly about that. Of course, we've already brought in about $15 million to our communities, including Inkster. And so we did want individuals to know that we're sending out letters if they have not already hit everybody's doorsteps, but new newsletters to kind of give you some more information on what our office is doing, some of the bills that we've introduced, and so on and so forth. I do also have my business cards here. Again, I'm Tony Dunbar. I'm the community liaison and legislative caseworker for Representative Tlaib's office. So I'll be here until the end to be able to provide you guys with more information.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. Any questions? Go ahead, Councilman.
I'd just like to say this, thank the Congresswoman, but I'd like to send a message back also to her, and maybe she can help. I'm trying to, number one, as you know, that the Biden administration is laying out a lot of funds for the Detroit Police Department and so forth together, and I think that we are really needed, okay, in that capacity. Okay, we're not large as Detroit, but we just got the serious problems that Detroit got. So what I'm trying to do is, if possible, I mean, I can go there, the mayor, we take time and we'll go there. And I wanted to talk to them because I think when you get ready to give that money for the cleaning up the drugs and the justice, we should get the same type of act.
Understood.
So I would like to take that to her, but I'm talking to some more people too about getting hold to the Biden administration about also, because if you're gonna, you know, we're a small city, but yet we got problems too. And I don't want to be left out. That's the only thing I'm saying. I don't want to be left out.
Understood.
Not on that, because we got a lot of things we need to clean up in our community too.
Understood.
For police actions.
So I'll make sure I make a note and send that to her this evening too. Any other questions?
Anyone else? Questions coming? Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
And then if you get a chance, I would like to personally speak to her about that also.
Sure thing. I will.
More people that I'm trying to contact. And we got the mayor. We need to talk to some people up there too, because we need that in Inkster.
Understood.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
City Clerk?
Well, we're still gearing up for the upcoming midterm elections to ensure that all our facilities are ADA compliant and to also try to dispel all those myths that the elections are not fair or equitable. So my staff and I are working diligently toward that to make sure that everybody knows that they have many opportunities to vote. If you have any questions, just call our offices and we'll be happy to walk you through the process. That's
Thank you. Mr. Treasurer?
Yes, as we all know, we're in budget season right now, in the process of putting together our budget, so the city clerk will be putting out information about when we'll be meeting to discuss that budget.
Let's talk about it right now. When is it?
City clerk.
It's Thursday, of this week.
This Thursday
Yes,
at 6:30?
actually 6 o'clock.
Okay. I did see the email, 6 o'clock.
Mr. Mayor?
Please.
Would this be televised? Well, I mean, I'm out of town, so is there any way I can get on the Zoom call?
Yeah, we'll make that happen for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And any other person from this body. I think that we can do that, correct?
That's all.
No, I'm talking about technically we can do it, but
Yes.
technology we can do it, but I'm saying as it relates to the Opens Meetings Act,
Yes.
we can do that.
Yes.
We can.
CAN.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and another thing too, with,
I agree with you 100.
will Plant Moran be on this?
6:30 p.m.
I can make a request to that.
Yeah, because usually it's 6 o'clock or
It's
6:30?
I have it right here. It says 6:30 p.m.
It was
Thursday,
6:30.
6:30
It
p.m.
was initially, I
So-
have not posted it.
Okay, so what are we doing?
And I'd like to, we were holding it back for Madam Mayor Pro Tem,
Oh, okay.
but because she's not physically coming in, we can do 6 if that.
So that's what we're saying, everybody. 6 o'clock.
No, 6 o'clock.
So 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, so you, so Plant Moran would come in and do a presentation like they always do?
I'll make a request tomorrow.
Well, let's not just say how they always do. I started them doing the presentations when I came into office. And it was really just because, to be honest, I didn't know what was going on and just didn't necessarily trust what was left to me. So bringing in Plant Moran, of course, was, the Plant Moran works for the treasurer's office. And I have every confidence in the treasurer that's currently here to not only present the actual budget and the numbers, but to also have Plant Moran solidify what he's saying. I had Plant Moran leading the discussions based off of, again, just having that information, had worked with them over in Inkster Public School District as it relates to just the overall understanding of them giving us the right numbers. But, to be totally honest, they just didn't have all of it. It seemed like every time I talk with Plant Moran about something, it's always something or it's something different, or they don't have all of the numbers. So throughout this process, over the last few years, been going through a couple of treasurers, I have every confidence in Mr. Green and his ability to actually lead this. Plant Moran will be there to answer any questions that we have, but he will actually be leading it, and with of course, the discussion, from us. So you should have in your mailboxes the actual requested budget from the mayor's office, along with, it's a hard copy, right, in their mailboxes? And then also to the electronic copy. And we know that the numbers will change as we're going through, but that's what we want you guys to do. So as we're going through and we're looking at the different numbers, but we're actually in a pretty decent position. And I thank God that we are, and I believe it 100%. And I have to say that over these last couple of years, it was just literally up in the air. Plant Moran actually missed like $300,000 from property sales that they didn't put into the budget, and I had to question that. So it's like they do, and I think what we need to have happen is for them to come in and actually, with of course with Mr. Green, talk about what their responsibilities are to us.
Amen.
Because they're charging us like $108,000, and they're not the actual the treasurer. At the end of the day, the treasurer is responsible for the budget. They're there to do certain things that they do, and I know Mr. Green is getting an understanding of what those things are, but we probably need to have a presentation from them. But we don't necessarily want to rely on them, because that's not their function. The treasurer's function is to present the numbers to us, and then of course for us to look at them, ask some questions. Plant Moran is there, and then we go from there. So,
Yeah, and when I asked for Plant Moran to be here,
Yes.
I was not downgrading our city treasurer.
No, I didn't
But
think
Plant
that.
Moran gives us graphs that most people can follow.
Yeah.
Where we at, where we trending to, and that's what
Yeah.
we used to getting. So
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter who started it. I just know that is something that I would like to see. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what this other body would like to
Yeah,
see.
yeah, we have no problem with that.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure we made that clear. But I have no problem with that. Okay, so let's make sure that Brian has his graphs and all that good stuff.
I'll make sure that if they happen to can be on, I'll make sure they give us all those graphs, and then I'll be able to explain those graphs. If they can't happen to be on it, we'll at least have those graphs.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But let's get somebody from their office, whether it's Heidi or one of them. Heidi's on vacation, but you got Sarah too, right? The new person.
That's Sarah, yes, Sarah. and
Okay.
Brian.
We'll have them on just because it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility, Mr. Green. Period.
Say it one more time, Ray. He didn't hear you.
Oh, he know. He's a,
Ray can hear you. We'll hear you.
he's a professor of accounting.
That's
If
right.
nobody
That's right.
knew that, he
He's the one
teaches.
we hold
there.
responsible.
So yeah, so and he's an auditor. So I have every respect for Mr. Green.
He doing a good job.
No doubt about that. 100%.
Good job.
All right, let's keep it moving right along. All right, jumping off into council communications. Let's go ahead. Councilman Wiley, you want to start us off?
Once again, the juxtaposition between building outsource, in-source, in-house and outside.
Thought I saw something that you sent in comparisons.
Yeah, I sent her what I knew, everything about what I knew about it. I sent her a little Word document in actual financials.
It don't still not getting what you need.
No, I just need a figure. It doesn't have to be, reading all this. Number one, I'm not an accountant.
Gotcha.
And looking at things, and sheets and spreadsheets and things like that, fine. I just need to know how much it cost us when they were outsourced.
Yep.
And what we made.
Yep.
And how much it cost us now that they're in-house and we're paying all the bills.
Gotcha. And I thought that we actually spreaded that out.
I can simplify it.
Okay,
Okay,
break
that's
it
it.
all the way down, please. Sound like 4 numbers.
And so the next thing is for the library. Since we have a library commissioner here tonight, Ms. Ruth, can you, is it possible we can request a report from the library? Because somebody called me and told me that we don't have a director there anymore, that we don't have a librarian either, and we've lost several employees. So I'd just like to know a status update of the library.
I think that's a request that we can ask from the library. At the
That's
same time, they are authority that sits on their own.
Yeah, I know they
It's a
do that.
report
That's
to
why
us.
I'm asking, because I remember Michael used to come in every so often and
Yeah, he did.
update us.
Sure. Go ahead.
Make a request that the president of the board comes to the next board meeting.
Huh?
I say, I'll make a request that the president of the library board will come to the next board meeting. Make a
Right.
report.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's great.
Okay. We'll do that and then we'll keep following up.
Okay. That was it.
Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead, Councilman Chisholm, you want to jump in there?
Just excuse me, just a quick question as far as the Thursday meeting. That's just a review meeting. We're not taking any action on anything, right?
No, it's just,
Okay.
it's just a review, but I had to, and let me just make sure we're clear. We will be taking action on the first meeting in June because we
Okay.
should have taken action today. So we got to do that. Last year was like the second meeting in June. So we want to make sure, so from that meeting on Thursday, if we have more questions, we need to come back and say, okay, we're going to meet again. Because I know that I proposed last week that we meet like 3 days in a row and we couldn't necessarily get everybody. But here and now we can get on Zoom, let's figure it out. So on Thursday, we'll be going through, and then going from there.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, other than that, I don't have anything. Thank you.
All right, sir. Councilman Williams?
I just like to bring up, I did talk to Brother Bivens tonight about, I got a call from the director of housing, and I kind of pointed out some of the things he had indicated about the big holes over in the Lamont Garden area.
When
Okay.
you say holes, what do you mean?
The big holes in the street.
Oh, okay. Pothole.
Okay, right. And some more that I was talking with the director about getting full. Okay, I don't know whether or not if you don't have enough manpower or not, but I mean I could offer help. I got a trailer, I can put some of that black tar on there, and I can put some in the hole if we don't have enough help. Okay, I got some men to help me. We'll put it in there because a lot of people tearing their cars up and they're getting aggravated. So we don't really need to have that. if he don't have enough manpower, then maybe I could take that trailer I got, put some of that little black tire on the back of it and pour it in the hole and pack it down.
Can we do that, Mr. Bivens?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, let him tell you he can't do nothing.
Oh.
He keeps saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, but see, people tearing their cars up out there, and we got to do something about it.
Well,
you know?
we respect, hold on, Mr. Bivens, I got this. With respect to Mr. Bivens actually does a whole lot.
Well,
And
in
he does a
respect-
whole lot with what he has. And again, we haven't had several conversations that this community needs to have. And one of the conversations, again, is that we went into a deficit elimination plan in 2013.
So I just told him, I gave him all the credit. Well, if you don't have a manpower, we'll get some guys to do it.
But the question was, can you, not you personally, as a city, as it relates to liability, can you do
We
it?
can't put no black, that cold tar in the street.
Well,
Let
do I need to have an
something
attorney speak to it? The director just said they can't load you up and have you do that. So, you know, if it's something that we need to figure out, if it's something that we can do,
Let's try to figure something out, man, because it needs to be done.
I told
It's not only over there where he's talking about it, it's all over the city. And Jerome will tell you, I've shot him pictures of places that was in bad shape.
we know
and
that.
he's been trying to take care of that. I'm not trying to take nothing from him. He's been
Okay,
trying
please.
to take care of that. But
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
just
he does
saying,
a
if we
good
get
job.
somebody to go there, you know, and discover. I'm
You
not
know, I'll
talking
be
about
on
a
it.
small hole. I'm talking about these big ones that tearing your car up.
Okay, I get it. We'll figure it out. I think it's a way to figure out, a way to do
Let's
it.
figure it out because you know.
But let me just say this, and I think just to piggyback off of that, as Mr. Bivens has been building out the infrastructure and has been doing a really good job at that, and actually, you know, we even with Avondale and putting new piping in Avondale right now and connecting and over in your area with I-2K and turning that on, the pressure in the city has went up, and people have been experiencing the actual water pressure at its all-time high. However, we've had a tremendous amount of main breaks. Every time we turn around, somebody's calling us about a main break.
I know
And,
that.
and Mr. Bivens' department is actually the water department, not the roads department, not the grass cutting department, the road department. So with his guys, he has to go out and take care of the main break first, and they not even caught up yet. And then after they take care of the main break, they got to repair the.
So are you telling me that we don't have anybody to do the road work out here? Just everybody's in the water department?
That's actually per the numbers, yes.
Well, we don't
You only
need to
get
talk-
so much money
well,
for act. You only get
Maybe
so much
we
money
talk-
for roads.
Maybe that's why we gotta have this meeting, because we need to talk about that.
No doubt, but it's been like this since 2013.
Well,
That's
but
why you've seen the
I
city
know, but
deteriorate.
we've been getting the road, we've been getting a lot of patches put in there, you know.
Just because we've been just, you know, deciding to do other things versus other things. But we're
Okay.
gonna work it out,
All right,
okay? And if you with me, we'll figure it out.
okay, I'm with you.
All right, then. So I'll talk
I'm
to
with
the.
you, but I'm trying to.
I know, but I'll talk to the attorney and we'll figure it out. We'll see what we
All
can
right.
do. Does it sound like you want to do the work? I'm with you. I mean, when you're not doing the work, you gonna bring your guys up to do the work.
Yeah, we can get it done.
All right. All right, go ahead, Councilwoman Washington.
I guess the same thing. Just wanted to make sure, try to follow up on the potholes of the 7 streets I provided.
Come on, Mr. Bivens. Come on up here.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get to him.
I have sat down and talked with my staff because I know this is a hot item. So we have agreed to do this. We generate a list every day. They will go out into a specific area and do the potholes. That list will be given to my boss. And my bosses will have that information. I told him I want it on a daily basis. So we trying to get that up and running. But as the mayor just told you, I'm averaging 2 breaks a day. The other day, the mayor called me, and I had to just be honest with him. I didn't have a staff. Because you know why? They went home at 3 o'clock in the morning. When I came in, it was me and my administrators. I said, Mr. Mayor, they just went home. Because we had a break on Avondale, we had a break on Harrison and Somerset. They finished Harrison, they text me, we're going home, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're humping, and I'm not, every road in Inkster needs to be addressed. And I'm not ignoring it, but like the mayor says, if I'm losing millions of gallons of water, everybody in this room is paying for it. I got to address that quickly, and I got to stop it. Because when Gleewood sends me an email in the middle of the night, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, your pressure's high, you running 2-3 million gallons over what you contract for. I got to address that because they can turn around and tell you, hey, you got to pay for that if you don't address it. So I have to put things in perspective and priority. It's not that I'm neglecting y'all. No, I don't hear you because trust and believe me, me and Mr. Mayor talk every day.
Thank you for all the work, thank you for all the work that you do. I guess I just wanted to do a reminder.
Yep.
Thank you, appreciate it. That's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Councilman Washington. Mayor Pro Tem Howard?
Are you guys currently hiring for positions in your?
Yeah, we got one more to fill, and that'll give me 14 people.
Okay.
And like the mayor said before, I had 35 people in 60
Right.
days.
I was okay.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about because I had divisions going to work this and report to me.
Okay.
Now it's all on me.
So,
And it's just-
so I'm not sure if this is the time to ask. Can they increase that, or do increase this workload, or increase
people?
Heads.
If he can afford it, I think we ask for a couple of people each year. We've asked for a couple of people.
The problem I'm having is what the whole country is having.
Right.
Nobody wants to work.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause
And
we've
it's bad times right now.
We have been out there trying
So,
to recruit people.
Okay.
Mayor took office in 2019, and I still had 6 vacancies. It's now 2022, and I'm just getting a feel.
Okay.
So it's hard. It's hard. People don't want to work, and then me and the mayor have had discussions, and we're trying to rectify that. We don't pay a lot.
Now, let's say this, though,
Be
Mr. Bibbs. I
honest.
think this is a good time, though. We will be hiring some
summer help.
teenagers. Well, teenagers to tweens, right?
What you want to start at 23, 24?
Well, we 18 to 23 or so 24
Okay.
or whatever, right?
So
we
5
will
or
be
6
hiring
of them.
5 or 6
For
young
the summer
people.
help?
For the summer.
Yeah, I
Summer
seen that
help.
in the budget. It's
Right.
in the budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will be, and it's always been in the budget. We just didn't identify it. So I wanted to make sure, again, working with Mr. Green, that we identify those things. So it's not costing us anymore. We're just saying we're making sure we're allocating that for that. So it'll be from July until
October.
And we're gonna try to, our young people, because everybody's been talking about, man, what happened to the summer jobs? What happened to the summer jobs? We know that we filter a little bit, and we even have some in the city. But like over the last couple of years, we had them working through PD, through a grant through Detroit Mental Health, and it was only certain things that we could do with them. So now we said, okay, we make sure we're gonna get them out on the grass cutting and weed whacking and
yes, sir,
pothole filling and stuff like that.
I thought they started on the 21st of June.
That's another program.
That's another program.
Yeah, that's the program that we've been doing with Detroit Mental Health. That's what I was explaining to you. So it's like 2 programs that we could have been running simultaneously. And they only work from like June until August.
Yeah, they only work 2 months.
Yeah. These guys will be working. Okay. I'm sorry, Mayor Pro Tem, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, you're fine. I'm done.
That's all you have?
Yes.
All right. All right, cool. Just real quickly, we talked
Oh,
about.
I'm sorry. Was it my
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
start?
Go
Oh, okay.
ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. To the treasurer, we need an updated cost summary along that goes along with our budget. I know you did give us one, but we may have increased employees that's not connected to that.
Yep. I think
Okay.
Heidi just sent that out though. I'm sending it.
Another thing, we did get an email in regards to the phone numbers for different employees, but I
Okay.
called one today and that was the wrong number, so we can get an updated list of
Okay.
all the employees.
Make a note of
Okay, now, once again, I'm asking, is our audit even close to being done?
Yeah, they said same, nothing's changed still, the end of May, so.
Cause I thought it was supposed to be the end of last month.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, we've been saying it in the May. We just been saying it
In
every
the
week.
in the May?
Yeah.
Okay, because we will, if we don't get the audit done by the end of May, what is it, 200 and some thousand that will be withheld from the state share revenue
No,
until
no,
we
no.
get it? That's not,
Our next payment isn't due till June,
okay,
so as long as we have it in before that next payment, we're all right.
Yeah, we've been talking directly to the state about that.
okay,
Bringing out things to get on their nerves.
okay, and I know that, it's been lifted as far as, moratorium, I think, for foreclosures. Now, if we doing that program like we did last year, has it been lifted or has it not?
Yeah, so it's basically the same program as last year. The county is only doing vacants again this year.
Okay, so they're not doing, so we won't have a
You won't have a massive list like Right now, as it stands in the city of Inkster, it's over 700 foreclosures in the city of Inkster.
Okay.
But because of COVID, the treasurer has opted to not do any foreclosures
Okay.
on people's homes that's living in the homes.
Okay.
As long as they're living in homes, they're not gonna foreclose on them. However, if it's a vacant property, then it's foreclosed. It's like we did last year.
Okay,
Like
so
we had
so
like
are we doing
40 or
any
50
first right of
properties.
refusal this
Yeah,
year?
we will when it comes to us. If
When it comes,
when it comes,
okay,
you know,
okay.
if it comes.
Okay, because I was just wondering on
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Okay, and that's all I have.
Okay. All right, good. Then. Just for the record, as it relates to homecoming, that's just something that I created out of my mind. And let me just say this: it's not costing the city any money at all. At the same time, it'll probably actually generate money for the city. That's what we hope. That's what we're hoping for. So basically, how it happened, we've been looking for a carnival for the Easter Summer Festival. At the same time, I know that Ruth Williams is here, chairperson for the Easter Music Festival. She has secured a carnival already. People that know me know how I am. I just want it to be just the best of the best, or whatever we can get. However, we weren't able to necessarily secure a carnival for that. We got the carnival for the festival to be all. That's what it will be. And as I was calling and talking to different people about carnivals, they told me the dates that they had available, and one was available for Memorial Day weekend. So I talked with the owner of Food Max. He actually owns the property that the carnival is going to be on, and we normally kick off our parade when we went on Michigan Avenue. We would kick it off in the plaza at Food Max. So he said, okay, how can we maximize it to where he's not losing business, because he was with the influx of the parade. When we would go up there for the parade, we would just pretty much shut down all of his business for a certain amount of time. So he was just like, but at the same time, we were like, okay, how can we work together? And he was like, well, let's make it a whole weekend, So that's what we're actually doing. So we're looking at we're actually doing it from the 27th through the 30th. We'll be doing the Inkster Homecoming. And basically out of my mind, it was to bring people, when you're coming back home, whether it's from college, you're going off from college, however, talking to people, about bringing their talent home to the city of Inkster, starting off our summer on a high note. We know that the beautification is going to be great. We're going to start that on the 21st of May, then going right into that Memorial Day weekend with just something that, that we all can kind of be proud of. So it's not costing the city a dollar to do. We do have Wayne County Reserves are going to be on deck, of course. Our own reserves are going to be on deck as it relates to securing the place itself. DPW, of course, is going to come out and barricade the street on that Sunday night, I believe it is. You close the street off? Monday morning for the parade. So other than that, it won't cost the city a dime. I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully, some of the monies that's coming in, because the carnival is actually at a carnival crew and the guys that's coordinated with different vendors. They're giving us the vendor fee money, and it goes towards the parade for our porta johns, our stage, and all of that stuff. So, yeah, where normally it would cost the city money for the parade, hopefully it don't cost the city no money for the parade either. So, should be a good deal. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I had to ask a question. Guys, they wanted to know, can they, about vendors, would they be welcome?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we want everybody. We want the city, and we want the city to participate. And even with the Easter Summer Festival, which is the second weekend in July, we don't want to oversaturate it. We want people, if they come out, to be able to make money. So we can't have 10 hot dog vendors. We already know the Big D hot dogs with Tony. He's already there every day for the most part. So we won't allow any hot dog vendors to be there. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, go ahead, Miss Ruthie. We're talking about for the parade. We're talking not the Memorial Day weekend, the festival.
That weekend, the Good Folks was doing that. Yeah, they were doing that to raise money for No Child Left.
Yeah, so they're gonna do that on Monday. Yeah. So that's what it is. We ain't talking about that. Yeah. We ain't talking about that. He's not talking about that. He's talking about to the general public, because I've been getting questions as it relates to an application for that. Right. No, they're gonna be in the parking lot of Food Max. You're talking about down toward, you're talking about Memorial Day. She's talking about the parade at the old City Hall in that area. You're talking about that's where you're gonna have the Goodfellas set up on Memorial Day.
But then you saying that you gonna let vendors come out
They'll be at the,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who's gonna stage them because the people just come and.
no, they're gonna already be staged at Food Max. So down by the new laundromat in that area right there in front of Oakwood Health. So Xfinity, Oakwood Health, all of them together, they're all working in conjunction with us, and it's gonna be right there in that area. So it's not gonna have anything to do with down at Inkster Road. Yeah, if anything, you guys should probably participate all weekend, but we gotta figure out. Yeah, we ain't stepping on your toes. And then plus we'll be out tomorrow meeting at 2:00, so we'll all be there.
But the celebration that you want us to do for the armed forces, that's gonna be down at the old City Hall.
Right, well, we're gonna start at Cherry Hill at the plaza.
Okay, but I'm talking about the dedication is gonna be
Yes.
at the old city, okay?
Yes.
What I would like to do, since we can't move the names, can we get a banner with the names on it? Like, maybe have it made up like American flag behind it with the names listed.
Chief is working on something really special. It's gonna be nice, for sure. Yes.
Are you working on something already? Then I don't.
Chief of Police is, because remember we had this discussion about when we approved the parade. We said that how you.
Okay,
move
so we're
around.
gonna have something there with the people name with the names on it.
Yes.
They got no more to say about it. Chief Police.
We got a ribbon coming too for the actual stage for the parade. Oh, that's gonna be nice.
We got hold of the brother.
Yeah, he called me.
Okay.
Talking about that.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. All right then. So at any rate, I just wanted to explain that a little bit. If all minds are satisfied, call for it.
Can you just explain the bags real quick?
Oh, you go ahead. I don't know nothing about the bags.
I don't either.
Me either. I don't know about the bags. You want to explain the bags? I don't know nothing about the bags.
Oh, the bags that came from Fred Smiley?
Okay, yeah. So what are those?
I saw Fred Smiley earlier today. He was in here giving out bags.
So what are they for the Easter Legends?
For the parade, I believe. Inkster Legends. Yeah, that's the Inkster Legends.
This ain't Inkster Legends, though. I just said
You want to show the bag?
The Inkster
So
Legends.
these bags were dropped off today to the clerk from Fred Smiley.
And
That's what it
he's-
sounds like.
Yeah,
And he wants you guys to represent him in the parade? Is that what he's
Yes.
asking? Oh, okay.
To the parade. Carry your things.
Thank you.
Carry your things in the parade. Oh, that's nice. All right, call for adjournment.
Motion to so move, Mr. Chair.
Support. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All in state nay can stay.
All righty.
There we go. Perfect.
8:44.